would you say if your child got a really bad grade on a test in school? Would you say, oh, it's completely fine, don't worry about it, no big deal, and shrug it off without discussing any consequences? Or would you punish them, making sure that they really realize their mistake and really putting a tremendous amount of pressure on them to do better next time? Well, you'd probably do something that's going to land in between. A balanced approach where you accept them for where they are and what's going on, while at the same time trying to discuss and provide the tools that they can utilize to grow and to improve. Makes sense, right? But why don't we treat ourselves with the same balanced approach when we make a mistake and we are struggling to show up or learn or create some form of change? Too often, we can be very forgiving and compassionate towards others, but are very harsh and strict when it comes to the standards we have in the relationship to ourselves. I'm often asked, how can we accept ourselves exactly as we are? And at the same time, continue to push ourselves to improve, being accountable and making steps towards change. In fact, some people even think that this is some form of paradox. And believe it or not, it's absolutely possible to do both at the exact same time. This is just simply a balanced approach. And we need a balanced approach when it comes to reparenting ourselves and giving ourselves the compassion that we need, while also giving ourselves the nurturing that we need to expand, to grow, and to transform. Understanding that you are where you are due to a number of different circumstances, ranging from your parents to your culture, education, upbringing, programming, and offering yourself that unconditional love that you deserve instead of putting yourself down and being completely absent of self-compassion and becoming overly self-critical. And it may seem ironic, but it's exactly this unconditional love that's going to allow you to support yourself and be compassionately accepting of where you are now, while also working towards becoming better, to improve, no differently than the way you would treat a child who's struggling through something. Why? Well, because if you love yourself unconditionally, you're going to do whatever it takes to give to yourself what you need and what you deserve. If you love yourself, how do you think you're going to show up when it comes to your needs as a person? And if you love yourself, how do you think you'll become with your boundaries? And if you truly deeply love yourself, what are the chances that you'll achieve your goals and have a much easier time doing so? You see, being compassionate and self-loving doesn't have to be in conflict with being accountable and continuing to work on yourself. It's in fact what a lot of the time allows you to keep going. So if you want to do a deeper dive into this topic and look into self-worth, self-love, and really repairing the relationship to yourself to have a very deeply loving relationship to self at the subconscious level, you can check out our course for free for 7 days called Repairing the Relationship to Yourself and Creating More Self-Love, by clicking the link in the description box below. And when you enter into the school, you'll have access to all of the 45 different courses that you can check out. Start with the self-love one. You can type it in the little search chat there. And by entering the school, you can check out all the workbooks, all the resources we have in there for you guys, as well as join our community events. I do 4 live webinars every single week. And we also have morning and evening routines, study groups, social events, all sorts of stuff with tons of like-minded people, which is super exciting. So I hope you enjoy. Thank you so much for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe if you haven't already. And I will see you in the next video.